Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Always a pleasure to be back.
So, I don't know about you, but this idea of chosen family really resonates with me.
Yeah, it's powerful,
It
right?
is, these incredible bonds we create with people, not necessarily related by blood. And speaking of chosen family, someone we know is about to add to hers, Abigail. She's getting married this Saturday.
Oh, how lovely. Congratulations to Abigail.
Isn't it great? We actually found this really heartwarming podcast episode
Mhm.
all about her and the big day. It's just bursting with excitement and joy. It's really sweet.
Yeah, I think these kind of celebrations, they really touch on something universal, don't they? This whole idea of chosen family.
Absolutely. And this feels especially relevant these days. Like we're recognizing more and more that families can be built on shared experiences and values and just deep, genuine affection.
Right, it's not just about those biological ties anymore.
Exactly. And the host of this podcast we found, they actually worked with Abigail at Prudential Life Insurance.
Oh, wow, small world.
Right. And they described her as having this incredibly warm personality, infectious laughter, someone who just makes everyone around her feel valued.
You know, it's qualities like that that often lay the groundwork for really strong, lasting relationships.
I agree.
That ability to connect with people on a genuine level, that's what makes someone a central figure in their chosen family.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's
Yeah.
interesting because the host gave Abigail and her future spouse, well, some pretty classic advice.
Yeah.
Communicate openly, laugh often, and remember why you fell in love.
Timeless wisdom, right.
Yeah.
But is it really that simple?
Right. That's what I was thinking. It sounds idyllic, but
Yeah, it does. But those snippets of advice, they actually touch on some pretty core principles of healthy relationship.
oh, absolutely.
Like open communication, for example.
Uh-huh.
That allows couples to work through disagreements, constructively and stay emotionally connected. And there's research on this. Studies show that couples who are good at communicating their needs and feelings, they tend to have higher levels of relationship satisfaction. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, it totally does. And I guess laughter, that can be a really powerful tool too.
Oh, for sure. Shared humor can create a sense of intimacy and remind couples of the joy they find in each other.
Right. Lightens the mood.
Exactly. But it's important to remember, while laughter is great, it shouldn't be the only way you deal with serious issues.
Good point. You can't just laugh everything away.
Exactly.
Something that struck me while listening to the podcast, they kept mentioning bonds that last a lifetime and creating a lifetime of memories together. It felt like a deliberate emphasis on the commitment of love. Like it's a choice you make every day.
That's a really insightful observation. I think you're right. It's about choosing to show up for your partner, even when it's tough, prioritizing the relationship.
Yeah, for the long haul.
And that ties back into what we were talking about with chosen family.
Oh, how so?
Well, these bonds, they're often based on shared values and affection, right? But they also need effort and commitment to keep them strong, especially when life gets complicated.
That's true for any relationship, I suppose. Family, friends, romantic partners.
Exactly. It takes work, but it's so worth it.
And sometimes those bonds with chosen family, they can even be stronger than with blood relatives.
I think that's becoming more and more common.
The podcast host actually said something that really resonated with me. They said to Abigail, "You're not just a friend, you're family to me."
Ah, that's beautiful.
It is, isn't it? And it really reflects how we're redefining family as a society. It's not just about who you're related to anymore.
Research actually suggests that these chosen families, they can provide a really powerful sense of belonging and support,
I can definitely see that.
especially for people who might not have strong connections with their biological families. It's a space for unconditional love and acceptance.
It's a really beautiful thing. So as Abigail starts this new chapter, getting married and adding to her family, it really highlights how important all those who choose to stand by us are, supporting us through all of life's adventures.
Absolutely. It makes you want to raise a toast to her and her husband this Saturday, doesn't it?
It really does.
And as we do that, maybe it's a good time to think about the role of chosen family in our own lives. Who are those people who make our lives richer? Who are those unwavering supporters?
That's such a great question.
And how do we nurture those precious bonds? How do we make sure they continue to grow and thrive? Something for all of us to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive.
It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Until next time.